They have reminded me of the true reason for my life, to protect my family and cleanse the multiverse in the trash.
Goku disappeared. He has started moving at an almost invisible speed through the last path of stars. The force he felt was almost burning him was so incredible that his demon rage and Kaioken were a mockery compared to the incomplete delicateness he had so far. I have a bad feeling. My heart feels despair. Is something bad happening to my family? If that's the case, I had to do this fast.
After a couple of months, Goku had reached the final stage. He yearned for, but nearly impossible to reach, Akari.
It was right in front of him, separated only by one last barrier, one last limiter.
You are me and I am you, so we have no reason to kill each other. Turn me around and go back the way you came, or face the consequences.
I stupid who seeks forbidden power.
You got something right.
It never crossed my mind to exterminate myself. That I have no reason to fight.
You are very wrong.
Power is everything in this universe.
Strong subjects are feared and have the ability to protect what they love most.
That's why I need the Akari to stop this stupid massacre that divine laws have caused and thus prevent my companions from being one more victim. Ha 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 ha. What mediocre reasons. A powerful being gives orders to the weak, forces them to do his will, defend other people, avoid wars. That is a waste of power. You are not worthy of keeping the Akari domain. A crushing blow shook Goku's head, sending him flying down the star path, while his inner self was shooting him back down the star paths with countless balls of energy. I must protect my multiverse. Using his dimension shift, he had appeared in front of his other self. I'm not going back where I started.
The Akari will be all mine, and neither you nor anyone else will be able to stop me, because they trusted me.
Even though I had already given up once, they risked their souls to wake me from the eternal sleep. A kick would smash into his enemy's ribs, and a punch would send him to the ground. You exist in this dimension thanks to me. Did you think you would be able to beat me? But of course I can beat you. You are a coward who fell into eternal sleep on the first roads.
You are here thanks to that wild monkey.
He could easily defeat me since he is stronger than you and me put together, but he sacrificed his precious soul to give a failure like you a chance. I can't stand that my other self is so weak. That dimension began to shake. The power of the king of those star paths was overwhelming.
The ground and the air were freezing. Due to the killing energy he was releasing, purple heavenly light, a flash of light hit Goku's head, who had completely fallen under his power. His brain was about to explode, as he looked over and over again as his daughter Nin and each being dear to him, were exterminated by dark shadows, which represented divine laws. Although it is an illusion, it is something that could happen in the future, because you do not have what it takes to defend what you love. Your mere existence makes me ashamed. Now get out of my world, out of my star paths.
Sleep forever and keep me out of trouble. When To seemed lost to Goku, a loud roar in the colossal image of his lifelong companion crushed all the shadows that appeared in that illusion, and the hand of that divine law lifted him up from the ground. Master, you are the true king of this dimension. You can't lose to him.
I know you are the most amazing being I have ever met. Forward, rise on top. Everything that had been frozen due to the killing energy returned to its original form, as the power coming out of Goku's body was extremely hot. Don't think you're going to beat me with purple eyes. But how? Your mind is too weak.
How did you get out of my illusion?
At this moment I am not alone. Purple demonic eye, Goku's inner self looked into his soul.
But of course, it is the soul of your beast, with that your mind, which used to be easy to break, has been strengthened to incredible levels. You have defeated my mental power released with the force of 49 key stars. After all, you are not that easy to exterminate.
Now you are complete.
You will no longer be easy prey when you leave this dimension. Goku was preparing to attack with everything, when his other self put the palm of his hand on the barrier that was getting in Goku's way. But why have you done that? I'm supposed to beat you to get through.
I just wanted to submit to eternal sleep. What is this stupid joke about?
It's not a stupid joke. Why do you think Saru brought you to the last path of stars? Because he knew that your life would not be in danger here.
Beating your inner self is beating your mind.
That purple heavenly light was your final test.
The mind is something very important that forms a warrior.
At first I attacked you because I wanted to see if you really had the potential to be an Akari wielder.
Remember this, you are a born wielder of the Akari.
That is why your star paths are much stronger than those of other individuals. It could be said that it is the Akari beyond the Akari. Not even I, who am the king of this dimension, know why you are a born carrier of this power. But I know that sooner or later Simon you will find the answer. Hey, it's not a trap, right?
You have that eye too, you should know I'm not lying.
So why did you want to stop it from happening?
You called me a coward and weak. And in the end, if nothing else you will let me pass, another me. Do you really want me to tell you? Falling for the enemy's provocations is very stupid.
That's why I was testing you. Also, that when you have the Akari, I will disappear from this dimension. I think in the bottom of my heart, I wish that you weren't ready yet to be able to stay alive.
This is goodbye. Of course not. Did you say it or not?
You are me and I am you. Your power will always be part of mine.
I have the same eyes.
I already realized that you are the Akari, are just a part of it. You are the wisdom, which will allow me to activate the Akari whenever I want.
His other self suddenly began to shine, entering inside him.
After that, the star paths joined.
A new Akari wielder had appeared. Goku would open his eyes. He was no longer inside himself. You killed your other self too quickly, Master.
What are you talking about, Saru? Do you know better than me that the last challenge?
Is it uniting with my inner self? Join? What the hell is he talking about? Reach the Akari? Is it to end the Guardians of all roads?
So did Getsuga.
Guess it doesn't matter because you're already back, Damu.
I must thank you.
If it wasn't for you and Sorrow, I wouldn't have been able to come back.
Goku touched Shi's head. Quickly she felt how she was filling with energy.
The power he had spent was back. How did you do that?
This is one of my abilities, healing living beings. Only now that I have transcended into a higher being, I can restore the powers as well. It's time to get out of this room.
You and I will marry my father and his army.
But of course you do, Oozaru Purple.
Just call me Goku or Daruma. That's what the people I love the most call me. So Goku, you can count on me for everything. But what happened to you, Master? You look like another person.
I feel like you're exploding in power. And you don't even have Akari activated.
A born bearer of Akari, it was something not even Saru knew about. Goku's state was very different from the one Getsuga used. Since Getsuga had killed his inner self, he had not obtained the Wisdom Mastery, which revealed all of the Akari's secrets, but the Wisdom Mastery up to a normal wielder. I could reach it. Akari's born wielder was even more special. Outside that room, everyone had lost their resonance, and General Heavy was not only torturing you, he was also making his comrades suffer. Damn brat, I am not playing.
I want my power back or I'll start killing all this trash. His death will be your fault.
You were thinking of killing us anyway. At least I will stay with the satisfaction of having taken away what is most precious to you.
Because unlike us, you value strength more than your loved ones.
What do you think of that, Bokoso? Do you think I'm in the mood to put up with your stupidity? So how about we start with these two? The two girls that were going to be killed were Yuma and Yukina. Yukina had been raised under Yu's teachings.
Since she was little, she had always felt more family appreciation with him than with her own parents. And it was the same for Yu. He was looking at Yukina as if she were his daughter. Watching her and Yuma die in front of her eyes.
It was something he simply couldn't allow. Stop, Lady Dina. Let's make a deal. Don't do it, you. This damn.
He probably murdered my father.
Don't give him back his powers. Yes, we will die. But at least he wasn't relaxed in this fight. Shut your dirty mouth, Makosa. Come on, tell me what deal you're talking about.
I'll give you back your powers, but in exchange, don't lay a hand on any of them.
You can count on it. I give you my word as a general. Perfect.
It's a done deal.
One moment. I won't hurt any of them, but I will kill you. You have taken a life from me.
And that is inexcusable.
If they can survive, that's enough for me. Don't be stupid, you. Are you going to do it one more time? Will you die in front of my eyes? If that's the case, I'd rather die first. A sphere of energy came out of Yukina's mouth.
That energy would be torn to shreds by Heavy. Trash like you doesn't deserve to live.
Stop. We have a deal.
You're in no position to order me around.
Go away, Mikosa. A rain of swords began to rain down on Yukina. The explosions revealed nothing.
I'm sorry I couldn't protect you.
A few tears came out of Yu's cold eyes.
There were few occasions that proud subject shed tears like that.
I am General Heavy.
Some scum are not going to act so arrogant in my presence that the death of that garbage will help you understand it. Now return to my power.
Oh, that sounded very rude. With only a small general, the divine sect wants to kill my daughter when the explosion dissipated. The figure of the legendary purple Oozaru carrying his daughter was seen.
Where were you?
I thought you had died.
I am not going to die yet, not before leaving you a peaceful universe, where you are able to live happily ever after.
You have finally given the face to purple Oozaru. I was beginning to believe that you were such a coward that you would stay hidden, even knowing that I would kill your friends. My father, I mean Getsuga, he sent you to end my life. You are a simple puppet that is being used by him. It's Goku. I didn't realize when he arrived to protect Yukina.
He has changed. He expels murderous energy, but at the same time he is calm. Flashback. A few seconds before Heavy's attempt to kill Yukina, she and Goku had left the space-time room. Their surprise was great when they realized that they were floating in outer space. The gigantic forbidden planet had been exterminated.
This was the work of a divine law, so they really have dared to go against my family. Your enemy is me.
They don't mess with them, miserable. The kid, all of them were too low. That was why it was difficult to perceive his powers. It only felt a gigantic power far away.
Goku, I am very sorry for everything that happened. It was the divine sect's fault that your family disappeared. I can perceive the power of a general at a great distance. I'm sure he was the one who caused the annihilation of everything.
Don't apologize to me, you haven't done anything wrong. They are the ones who are going to pay for messing with the wrong subject.
Purple Demon Eye. Goku's incredible vision reached thousands of kilometers from there. It was surprising. He could see from one universe to another with great ease. They are still alive.
The presence of the other subject was overshadowing his ki.
Do you really think you can kill my daughter?
Saying nothing, he had disappeared and appeared just as Heavy had launched his killing attack, saving his daughter from losing her life, and what he had used to get there was pure speed.
End of flashback. Father, that divine law is very powerful. We have used the resonance and we have only been able to take one life from him. I'm afraid that even if it's you, you won't be able to beat him.
You calm down, daughter.
You don't have to worry about anything else. Your father will take care of everything.
Heavy hastily went to strangle you to force him to return to his powers, but he had already disappeared from his side.
Goku had also taken him away from Heavy in a blink of an eye.
Quick gathered everyone into a single point, surrounding them with a large energy field. Now I am your opponent.
During the battle, surely you have passed with the people that I appreciate the most. Prepare to pay for it. Goku was saying that, but he was still too calm. His anger was also controlled. Legends say that he is very strong.
It's impossible for me to lose to him, but I'd be more sure of beating him if I had all my power.
A bolt of energy came from one of Goku's fingers, hitting Heavy with it, who instantly began to release great power.
All the power that you had stolen from him had returned.
Have you gone crazy? Which side are you supposed to be on? That guy almost killed Yukina. Goku coldly looked at you. Don't you think it would be very boring to get rid of that garbage? Divine blessing, supreme gravity. I owe you one, Oozaru. But the fact that you called me trash has a price. You will be exterminated. I don't care if Getsuga wants you alive. This is your blessing. All you can do is throw a little gravity on me? She arrived at that place to realize that the divine law that had invaded the planet was General Heavy, that subject who in the past claimed to love her, but had never dared to approach her by the power of the blessing of death. Goku, be careful with him. His appearance indicates the opposite, but Heavy is very powerful. Heavy yelled, "My dear Kai, you are alive. What a pleasure it gives me. I do not care that my life is consumed by your blessing. This time I want to be by your side. Once I take care of this Oozaru, we can finally be together. I'm not going anywhere with you. And if you mess with Goku, you will be my enemy."
But what are you saying? What Goku are you referring to?
I am Goku.
Because?
Do you have any complaint?
No.
This cannot be. My angel. These scumbags have brainwashed you.
Stay calm. Soon I will save you.
No, Heavy, I haven't been brainwashed, but outside of the cult, I found people who accepted me as I was. You messed with them, so die.
Kai suddenly released all her power, being stopped by Goku, who got in her way.
This guy must be exterminated by me. Sure, as you order, Goku.
I will not allow you to stay with the woman I have loved the most.
Oozaru, I'm going to turn you into dust. Goku released power as he inched closer to Heavy. When his power reached a certain level, a dark power came out of his body. Quick Heavy was filled with even more rage. I feel a blessing within you, and also the essence of it. What did you do to him? A few quick punches were dodged by Goku.
That Lady Venus' fury was on the edge. He didn't know what was happening, but that Oozaru had part of Chi's soul.
Blow after blow was dodged like nothing. Answer to me.
What does she do inside you?
My affairs are none of your business.
You better take this seriously.
With that speed you look like a turtle.
You won't be able to land a single hit on me.
99 to its origin.
The sky was filled with dark spears, falling at incredible speed on Goku.
He seemed not to move, but he was dodging every attack thrown.
A second hail of spears began to fall. This time instead of dodging them, he was smashing them to pieces with his fingertips. And tell me, is that all you can do? Is this the power of a general rank that you feel so proud of? Oozaru, wrinkled, stop underestimating the greatness of a divine law. A heavy blow landed on Goku's face, but he hadn't even mutated. That blow had bounced off his tough skin. Heavy couldn't believe what was happening. His brain was about to go crazy, he was confused, he didn't know what was in front of him. Even Goku himself didn't know why that divine law was so weak. The answer was simple, Heavy was too powerful, but Goku he had come back so strong that even he was unaware of how enormous his power could be. Heavy's astonishment grew even more, as his power began to be drained by dark energy, pulling his fist away from Sugisaro's body on instinct. That was the blessing of Chi's death.
You have stolen his blessing. A couple of blows in a row closed Heavy's mouth, which was terrified by the power of Goku's blows.
Listen well, Lady Vina, don't put me in the same place as your cult members.
I don't steal powers like my father does.
She thought, impossible, Goku doesn't know and I didn't realize it either, but that dark energy that suddenly came out, it was the blessing of death, my blessing. But why? I still have that power, does it have to do with the soul transfer? That guy suddenly became very weak. He is not capable of doing anything to my brother.
That's not true, Akame.
Outside of this protective field that Goku made, gravity is still 1,000,000 times stronger, and that divine law is just as powerful, but Goku makes it look too weak. His power must be far above him. I don't think Goku's powers are that amazing, I can't even perceive his power.
That's the answer, mean. If we can't feel it, it's because its strength no longer belongs to this dimension.
How did he get so strong in such a short time? What is this supposed to be?
I didn't come here to play.
I want you to give me a fight at the level of a general. I want to test the power of the Akari on a powerful opponent.
Heavy had lost his desire to fight, and they hadn't even exchanged blows for a long time, but just having him face to face was suffocating for him.
This isn't even a fight, so that's Goku's true power, Getsuga.
The end of your reign is about to come to an end.
What can it be that makes it so strong? The legendary Kurpura Oozaru was nothing more than a legend. It was Heavy's thought.
How boring.
You have lost your will to fight.
I wonder if all generals are fucking cowards. You seemed very confident when you intended to kill my daughter.
A powerful kick sent Heavy flying, crashing fiercely into a meteorite. His body suddenly began to be prey to infinite pain.
Blows were coming from all directions that he couldn't see, and his reaction speed was not enough to dodge them.
Shiki had a good fighting level and a death eye. He was barely able to see what was happening anymore, but he had a question.
How fast?
If I were in Heavy's place, I wouldn't be able to dodge a single one of his punches either. Goku is so fast that only Senka with his ultimate speed blessing would be able to have a fight with him. Heavy's death is inevitable, except that if that blessing kills him, Getsuga's hands will fall, but Goku is aware of that.
Why did Getsuga send me to check if this guy was dead?
It is more than clear, no general has the strength to resist a fight with this demon.
Heavy had labeled Goku a demon, not because he knew he actually had the power of one, but because of how terrifying he was. How could a guy like him die, even with gravity increased 1,000,000 times? He is invisible to my sight, nor is General Senko that fast under this blessing.
Why don't you just kill me?
If I wanted to, I could. It's tearing at my body with every blow. Don't you think you've had enough, Amu?
End his life. What do you gain by killing him slowly, when you can kill him in one hit? What does Sarah say?
I'm just starting.
Because of Akari, I don't feel angry.
Right now I would like to feel a little bit of anger, because this miserable weakling almost killed my Yukina, but I can't. And you think that slaughtering him will make you feel better? No, Oozaru, I won't feel better, but if my father is watching this fight, I want him to know what will happen to him if he messes with my family.
For a couple of minutes, that quick flash had landed countless punches on Heavy. He was only staying upright because Goku was attacking him with minimal force. Damn Oozaru, kill me once and for all. You're in no position to order me around. I'll kill you when I want.
Heavy remembered that those same words had been said to you, since he felt so superior to him. Goku suddenly looked at how the people he was trying to protect looked at him in terror. They didn't know if that powerful and intimidating person was still Goku himself.
Goku said slowly, my intention was not that.
He wanted to show Getsugami power, to make him realize that this war no longer makes sense. But instead, I ended up scaring the most important people in my life.
Goku focused his gaze on Kai. She was less scared than the others, but she was also somewhat taken aback by her way of acting.
How stupid I am. Yeah, you finally figured out not to get your blood to your head from having so much power, or you'll end up alone in this multiverse.
Those you want to protect yourself will fear. That happens with infinitely powerful subjects.
Don't worry about your emotions. When you encounter a very strong opponent, the fear and anger that Akari suppresses will return to you. Goku quickly launched an energy ball destroying Heavy. He would respawn with his last life, but almost instantly he was knocked out again. I would have liked not to have killed you, but that would be forgetting what you were going to do to my daughter. Father, as the coward that you are now, you will surely use that blessing against me. The blessing of gravity shot across the multiverse, reaching the divine sect, where it would reach Getsuga's hands, having one more blessing in the palm of his hand. However, he did not seem happy, rather he was somewhat upset. He hadn't seen Heavy's battle against his son, but it was incredible that in such a short time he had killed one of his generals. Shimezu, what the hell is going on outside the sect? How Heavy was so easily destroyed by them? Shimezu was calmer than Getsuga, as Heavy had always been after him to kill him.
Getsuga-sama, I admit it's amazing that Heavy lost, but you should be more encouraged. You already have the blessing of gravity in your power. No matter how formidable that Oozaru is, there is no one who is capable of eliminating the most powerful divine law of all time. You, my lord, Getsuga thought.
Shinetsu has a point, with so many blessings on my body. How could I lose? But that memory of this guy's past doesn't let me sleep peacefully.
Getsuga, the purple legendary Oozaru is not you. That gifted being will be one of your descendants and will be the savior of the entire megaverse.
No deity will be able to face that savior. He will die under his own power, and not even death will be able to defeat him.
I'm sure that Getsuga's memory has to do with a prophecy about the Osiris race.
At first I thought it was just stupid, but I shouldn't see that damn Oozaru as inferior to me. Rather, I must think that it is the most dangerous enemy that I could have had. Getsuga calmed down a bit, to begin consuming the blessing, returning to outer space where the recent fight had taken place.
Hey Goku, where have you been? Where did all that power come from?
For you, maybe it was only a short time, but me and Goku spent several years in that room. Sure, they were in the time room that my mother made. Your kids appeared by staying in another dimension, but that doesn't explain how you became so strong.
Even training with a powerful divine law is impossible. The truth is, I was half dead for a while.
Saru and she gave me a part of their soul. It is thanks to them that I was able to return from my eternal sleep.
So that you understand me, I was able to return from the dead. It's difficult to tell you how I have so much strength, because I don't even understand it myself.
I just want you to know that even though I scare you, I risked my soul to have this power and be able to protect all of you. I would never cause them any harm. You can be sure of that. I behaved like an idiot torturing that divine law. I just wanted to make him suffer a little for messing with my daughter. Father, you don't have to ask for forgiveness. What you did was amazing. You finished with that divine law like it was nothing.
I feel so proud to be the daughter of the most powerful being in the multiverse.
Goku was surprised. After those words from his daughter, everyone's fearful gazes had changed.
That's our Goku, always outdoing himself to intimidate the destroyers of worlds.
Goku felt more encouraged when he heard those words from his family. Now I'm going to heal his wounds and return his powers. When I do, go back and form the giant planet of the Forbidden Universe again, and await my arrival.
I'm tired of my father's servants invading my planet.
This time it will be the other way around. The time has come for us to begin the counterattack. Goku, in this last fight I understood that my power is not enough to protect what I want. When you return you must teach me that mysterious technique that made you so strong. For now, I will return the power that I sealed to you.
Don't bother, that power has already been released.
I'm not sure if you're willing to risk your soul for this power, but we'll talk about it when I get back.
Neon, Yukina, what I'm going to do is keep the multiverse peaceful for you. Yukina, you are my daughter.
Sooner or later your duty will be to master the same powers as me. I am very confident in my strength, but if something bad were to happen to me, obey everything Saru tells you.
That sounds like a goodbye.
You always try to carry all the suffering on your own. Both you and you don't get tired of doing the same.
Promise me something, father.
Will you be the one to train me when you return?
Yeah.
I'm going to win this fight and I'll be back with you.
I promise you.
Goku walked over to Shi and put his hand on her shoulder.
Are you ready? Tell me where is the location of another of your sex generals.
Goku, remember that you have me. Don't even think about messing with that divine law.
But what do you say right now, Mian?
She pointed the way to one of the general's territories and they disappeared from that place. Goku was moving with surprising speed through the multiverses, and he had Shi by his side, who was very shocked with the speed with which they were moving through different multiverses.